J-Mad is not your everyday lunch partner. He's all the way raw.
How are you going to say Black Lives Matter when the only reason you come out is when cops kill us and we don't come out when we kill ourselves? That's crazy, man.
He's all the way real.
The truth? You can't even handle the truth.
And most of all, he has his priorities right.
I want the Falcons and the Hawks to be my pallbearers at my funeral. That way they can let me down just one last time.
J-Mad gives it to you big.
Holla at your boy. Life after the collar with J-Man, you heard me? We out here on all social media platforms. So if you look good, feel good, and if you smell good, turn it up, get lit, because we are going live. Turn up, get lit, we 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 going live. Where the DJs at, where the Indians at, where them P-poppin' girls love pinning it back. If that second line bounce, make you do what you want. Put a hump in your back, then lift your rump.
What's up, people?
Fit in the trunk, you better run for it like you Forrest Gump. Back it
You're
up.
listening to Life After the Collar with your boy J-Mad on Spreaker.com, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and all the other platforms that we're on, even Alexa. That's right, Alexa can make it do what it do, baby. It's Wednesday, y'all. It is Wednesday, and today, we're gonna make it a wind down Wednesday. Look, y'all, we're gonna turn this out today. We're gonna turn this out today. So let me give you let me preface this show with this conversation. So I'm on something all day today since I woke up out of bed. I went from I've been talking about some of anything and everything. Today I've been talking about some of anything and everything today. And so today on my Facebook account, I've been on, I don't want to say, hey, Marisha, what's going on? I don't want to say that I've been on edge. I don't want to say I was on edge. However.com.org and .net. I will say I've had some conversation. Now, if you know me at all, what's going on, Marisha? My big brother Thurser, we proud of you, big bro. We proud of you. So if y'all know me, especially if it's on one of the days that my show is on, my Life After the Collar show, pre-pandemic, on the days of my show, I was rattle the cage. I would put out so much information and I would get everybody stirred up. Well, I'm back at it. I am back at it. The word that okay. I have been very petty today. Extremely petty today. And I went on Facebook and I know y'all thought I was going to apologize for being petty. No, I was just telling y'all tonight, the night is young and you ain't seen nothing yet. Facebook, I'm getting ready to adjust my mic. Let me know if something changes or if it gets bad. So give me a thumbs up or let me know that now that I changed mics, that mic is still going and there's no statics. So here we go. I've been dealing, so that should be better there. I've been dealing not just today, but all week long, and some of last week too, because some of this conversation that we're going to have today is built on the conversation that we had. I've had on, not we, but I've had on social media in different groups. I probably have gotten kicked out of at least two groups today. At least two groups. You know, I haven't seen any more posts from them because usually when they people post in there, I get a notification. So, I want to start with me, because this post here on my Facebook, it may have been my last or next to last or something like that post, and I had a lot of people putting question marks, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. I don't know if they couldn't understand it. I don't know if whatever reason that they put the question marks. So if it was grammatical, I'm going to read it. If it was grammatical, I'm going to read it. Oh, I had some other people comment on it. Oh, there we go. Y'all talking good on it now. Y'all talking good on it now. I see you. So here, we're gonna start here, and I want y'all to throw your ideas at me, y'all conversation. I need to make 2 points before we get started tonight. I need to make 2 points. And shout out to those that's listening on Spreaker.com. Y'all check me out on lifeafterthecollar.com, lifeafterthecollar.com. If you're over here on Facebook, there is a young lady by the name of Emerisha. If you're looking for a website to be built, check her out. Go check out my page, and you'll see the type of work that she does. On my page, you'll see news articles and things like that. So check that out. So let me go ahead and get into the show now. So I was thinking about people who are surprised that their relationship didn't work. That's because you believe the lie you was posting on social media rather than privately building your relationship to see if you two are a fit. I'll say that again. I'll read it again. So I was thinking about people who are surprised that their relationship didn't work. That's because you believe the lie you were posting on social media rather than privately building your relationship to see if you two are a fit. Now, let me say this. Number one, I am not your relationship counselor. I'm not your relationship counselor. What I say, this is my show. That's my social media page. That's just what I believe. I'm not saying I'm right. I know I'm not wrong, but I know I'm not saying that I'm right. Secondly, let's go ahead and say this. All men are not the same. All women are not the same. So don't come and say, I'm not like that, or he ain't like this, or whatever the case may be. I understand all men and all women are not the same. We good? Y'all good? So let's dive into this topic. So I was thinking about people who are surprised that their relationship didn't work. That's because you believe the lie you were posting on social media. Stop, Reed, man. Stop right there. Let me help a lot of people out. I get a lot of flack for this. I do. I get a lot of flack for this. And if this does not apply to you, keep on walking. I ain't talking to you anymore. If this is not directed to you, you don't need to respond to it. Barbara, somebody, what's going on with you? All those over social TikTok that I did not say hello to all of you all. Hello to all of you all. I'm sorry I missed speaking to you all. And so if these comments and this show does not pertain to you, if it's not you, then let it go. Then let it go. Or say, well, for me, this. You have the right to say, for me, this, and this, and this. This is what I believe. Many people are too busy, many couples Pastor Osborne, what's going on? Pastor Osborne, good to see you. It is good to see you. Let's start here. Let's start here. Many people begin when they get into a relationship, and it ain't even a solid relationship. You just, you don't went on a date, and so you posting all these pictures, and 2 days done went by, and 5 statements done went by. I'm gonna get ready. I'm gonna answer that, big bro. I'm gonna answer it. I am going to answer it. What happens is you begin to post pictures on your social media. You just met the person, and the next thing you know, your whole life, your whole relationship's journey is on social media, and you showing all of these pictures and videos and how happy y'all are and all of this other stuff, but in reality, you're miserable. I understand. Now we're going to get to it. So the lie, what is the lie? The lie is what you're posting. The lie is what you are posting is not real. It's not reality. It's not reality. Ooh, I know. Yeah, this is how I make my money. It is. This is how I make my money. Making people upset. People get on social media and pretend that life is gravy. And so what happens is you try to keep up with the lie. You try to keep up with what you're showing everybody. You're showing everybody this, that, and the other, and you're trying to keep up with them. And when you are trying to keep up with the appearance, you miss out on it. You miss out on it. And I'm not, look. I understand. How is that not reality? Okay. The other day, y'all don't know who I'm talking. Y'all have no idea who I'm talking about. I received a call because I usually I received a call. Let me help you out. I received a call, and this has been a common thing. This has been a common thing. And I'm not talking to married couple. Let me put that out front. I'm not talking to married, because if you're married, you already on the other side of the line. You're doing what you need to do on the other side of the line. I get that. Y'all, I get that. Y'all on, anyway, let me go past that. What I get, the phone call I get was a couple. And this couple who are not married, have been together 5 months or so. And in these 5 months, have posted their life with each other on social media. But in reality, they have jumped on each other. They're realizing, watch this, they are realizing that they aren't a match. They're whatever phone you got was why you posted what you posted. Okay. I don't know what that means. So when they were in this couple, they put all of their stuff on social media. And so now they're figuring out that their lifestyle does not meet each other. That they are not good for each other. They're realizing that. But now they're trying to figure out how to build their relationship so that they can save face. One of the statements that they made was one of them said to the other, all of this stuff we put on social media, all of this stuff we had on social media, and they was frustrated by the stuff that they put on social media. So, let me see if I can help in some form or fashion. Taking a sip of my wine. What did we do? And I want to talk to my older generation. What did we do pre-social media? What did we do pre-social media? How did you handle your relationship? How was relationship handled pre-social media? How was it? And I know it's gonna look. I know this conversation rub people the wrong way all the time. I some people are going to agree with me. Some people are going to disagree with me. I get it, and I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. Some people say I need to post all. I need to post all of my stuff. On. I don't mind posting all of my stuff. I made last year. I did a show on this. This one lady I knew in a matter of a year had 3 boyfriends, and all of them was her king. You was in one relationship that didn't work. You know, this is my king. Da 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 da. Next thing I know, they broke up, and now she's in another relationship, and then she's in another relationship. And my statement was, and I wasn't trying to be funny. I was trying to be funny. I said on my radio show, "What are you building? A spades hand? What are you building? A poker hand? You got 3 kings?" Might I suggest communication for one? There we go. Thank you, Pastor. When it comes to, and I'm not a relationship guru at all, not pretending to be. What I'm trying to do, my desire is to help people not go through what I went through. I'm not suggesting that I never did this. I am suggesting what I am trying to do is help people not go through what we go through. Once you go through something, you should be able to teach somebody something different. Dr. Tony says, come down to being privately miserable while attempting to make your relation seem like it's a success publicly. If you are going to help couples, let me go here with it then. Let me go here with it. Let me go here with it. If you're going to post all of your happy stuff and convince people that everything is cool, show them the other side of the coin. Because a lot of times what people are waiting on is to see somebody that's going through what they went through. Y'all don't. I know the image is everything. Image is everything. Image is everything. But when when we are on social media, when it comes to dating, especially us mature people, I'm not talking to the young people still in their 20s and early 30s. I'm not talking about them. As mature people, we have to learn how to, from behind the scenes, let me see how we mesh. Let me read the rest of it then, because so many people I see that people are focused on the part that I said the lie. I said this. That's because you believe the lie you was posting on social media rather than privately building relationships to see if you two fit. Why is it? Hey, y'all help me out. Y'all help me out. Why is it? And I knew this wasn't gonna be a popular topic, because I knew it wasn't gonna be a popular topic, because what it does, it challenges us. Let me give you an example. You have a preacher preaching from the pulpit about not doing a certain thing. Not doing, don't be this way, don't be this way, don't be this way, don't be this way, don't be this way. But when you know him or her behind closed doors, they are the exact same way you said not to be. Whatever you say in public, you have to be in private. Do you supposed to share all of your private entities? And I'm not talking to married folks. First of all, I'm not talking to married. If you're married, y'all can post all the private stuff. But if you're not married yet, take your time when it comes to presenting your relationship to the world. Ease it in. Don't just jump into a whole let everybody in your world know, because you open up doors. I don't want to go here. I don't want to go here, but I'm gonna have to now. You open up doors, because what happens is when you say how happy you are in this relationship and they know you're not married, they're going to come for your man and they're going to come for your woman. Oh, really? That's how happy he makes you? Well, I want that happiness. I want what you got, so I'm going to come get what you got. And I'm going to offer him or her anything that she wants. Stop me when I'm lying. Stop me when I'm lying. I am not, this conversation ain't got nothing to, because I'm not talking about marriage. I'm talking about dating relationships. When you learn, that's why somebody said, I read a post the other day that says, learn to live your life privately, so that when people see you as a couple, when they eventually see you as a couple, they get to say, that's what I want. I want a relationship like that. But by that time, your relationship is solid. You're going to go through, you got to give people time enough to show you who they really are. You have to give people enough time, because when you first meet them, that's not the real person. I don't care how much people sit here and say, oh, no, that's me. No, it's not. When you first meet that person, you sitting there trying to make sure you do and say the right things to keep their attention. But in reality, there's something else. Keep living your life with them. If your foundation is not secure, it will be easy for others to gain access. I'm a witness. When I built relationships in my past, I've built relationships on rocky ground, on sand. The Bible says it's sandy ground. In other words, it wasn't solid. I just went somewhere. I just went to this lady and I just started building a relationship with her. Instead of, let's dig through some things. Let's uncover some things. And you're going to find out that he is still suffering from some things, some hurts and some pain. And she is still dealing with some hurts and some pains and some trust issues and some loyalty issues, and the list goes on and on and on. When you find out what they are dealing with, watch this. This show may go through the whole thing. When you find out what that person's issues is, you have to do two things. One, win their trust that you won't do the same. Number two, adjust yourself so you won't do the same. Oh boy. You have to win their trust that you won't do the same. You got to convince them that you won't do the same. And then you have to turn around and adjust yourself and get rid of stuff in you that will possibly do that again. That's why we go through relationship after relationship after relationship, and then next thing you know, we're not trusting people. I have to ask the hand question. Get comfortable. Yeah, you have to ask it's far away. You have to ask the hard questions. Get uncomfortable and vulnerable. That's when you begin to see him or her. Let me help y'all out. One of the worst feelings that you can be in, and I'm learning this, is being in a relationship with somebody that you truthfully care for, but you're uncomfortable because you see their pains and their hurts, and you have uncovered your pains and your hurts. And now you see the work that you have to do in order to get to where you have to get to. You have to strip yourself. We have to learn to strip ourselves naked before each other, so that eventually we can show social media what y'all all about. And I know this is a very unpopular conversation, and I know people aren't going to like it because social media is so important to them. I get it. Social media has taken over our lives, but it has also ruined so many relationships. Not social media itself, because social media can't make you put stuff on there. You have to do that yourself. Example. Y'all remember recently, that guy on social media sites, and he was talking to all, motivating, or I don't know what you would call it, all of the women about men. Y'all remember that guy? And he was saying what guys would do and la-da-da-dee-dee-dee. And then he turned around and get caught cheating on his wife several times. Derrick Jackson. That's the stuff that I'm talking about. That's the stuff that I'm talking about. Because, look, y'all know why we have, okay, let's, y'all gonna make me go there tonight. I should get that shirt that says agitator. My friend, years ago when I was in the military, said that they was going to get me a shirt called agitator. I understand that this is not a popular conversation. Absolutely. Before you venture out into the relationship, please make sure that you are happy with you. Now that's a different conversation. I like it too. Let me ask you a question. All of those that's in a relationship. I don't need these right now. All of those that's in a relationship. Let me ask you something. Are you secure in your relationship? I'm not talking about marriage. I'm not talking about those that are married. I'm talking about those that are in beginning relationships and things like that. Are you secure in your marriage? What does that mean? Before y'all jump on here and start saying yes, 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 yes. Have you gotten rid of all of your triggers? When I say secure, that means it is unmovable. You know for a shadow of a doubt this, that, and the other. And your past and what you dealt with in the past is not an issue. The hurt from other people is not an issue. The hurt from other relationships is not an issue. If the other person can do something that resembles what somebody else did in your life, and it don't bother you anymore. I still have triggers, but I'm secure. I always use this analogy. If you go on an elevator, in most big buildings, high rises, that goes beyond the 13th floor. High rises that goes beyond the 13th floors. Normally, there is no 13th floor. I don't know if many of you all understood that, knew that. There is no 13th floor. So if you get on the elevator, I'm going to give you two examples with the elevator. One, there is no 13th floor. So you can't get to a 13th floor because there is no 13th floor. They skip the 13th floor and go to the 14th floor. So you can't access something that's not there. Now, I'm finna mess y'all up with this one. I'll mess you up with this one. I know I'm teaching good, and I know I done pissed a lot of people off. There is a certain building, mainly in hotels or apartments with penthouses and things like that, the high rises. You can get on an elevator. And you can hit the first floor, second floor, third floor, fifth floor, da-da-da. But then there is a certain floor level that you can push. The buttons are there. You see the 9th floor, you see the 10th floor, you see the 12th floor, you see all of those. But you go on there and you try to hit the 12th floor. But the light don't come on. 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 That's because you don't have access to that floor. You have to have a special card to put into the elevator. I know I'm teaching real good. I know y'all don't want to listen, but I'm teaching real good. I'm going to help y'all out. You can't get on that floor because you don't have access to it. Here's what happens. When you are in certain relationships, the beginning of the relationship, you cool because they ain't trying to get on the 9th floor. They ain't trying to get on the 10th floor. They want to know the superficial stuff about you. So they ain't trying to, access the big stuff, and they ain't trying to access your history. They're not trying to access your lived experiences. They ain't trying to go that deep with you. But then you fool around and meet a person that you really like. You really like this person. And you like this person so much that you said, I want this person to know about me. So now you stop. All of the pretending stuff is out of the way. Let me give you some physical examples of all of the superficial stuff is out of the way. You stop when, he can see you with your hair bad. He can see you with your hair wrapped up. You don't have to have on makeup all the time. So now you're giving him access to see you. Before that, he could never see you without makeup. He could never see you without that thing, the body magic thing. He could never see you with that stuff on. Not unless the lights was off. Let me drink some wine today. But now you feeling this dude and you feeling this chick. And so now you said, I am going to give you the access card to get on a certain floor. I'm going to allow you to see this part of me. I'm going to allow you to see this part of me. And a lot of the stuff that you're getting ready to see is ugly. A lot of this stuff that you're getting ready to see is baggage. A lot of this stuff that you're getting ready to see is stuff that it's my lived experiences. And it's my hurts and my pains. It is who I really am. Now, watch this. To tie it all together, for those that aren't, I have offended. Here's what I mean by social media and the lie. And now the private part of learning each other. Sometimes when you get on that floor that you have gained, that person has gave you access to, you realize that's too much for you. Now you have to try to learn this person and try to have to deal with this person and try to maintain this relationship. But I'm going to use it. You're trying to maintain this relationship for a different motive. I've been there. I've had my marriages, and I've been there. And I tried to maintain some relationships in the past because of what I showed the public. I showed the public something that I didn't build on a solid foundation. Do you know how frustrating it is to maintain a relationship that you know is crumbling, that you know you're not supposed to be in, but you're only maintaining this relationship because you now, it's not for the relationship, it's that there it is right there. It's because you're trying to save face. I maintained a relationship in the past because I didn't want my family to be disappointed in me. I'm getting ready. I'll strip myself naked then. I tried my best to maintain a certain relationship that I was in because I didn't want my family to be disappointed in me. Got in another relationship and I didn't want my church. I didn't want my church and my ministry to be disappointed in me. So I wasn't trying to save the marriage because I wanted to save the marriage. I knew the marriage was not going to work. But I tried to save it because of the image that I gave them, that I showed the world, that I showed my family, that I showed the church, I work. Look, I'll let y'all know exactly who I am. Y'all go find them. I was on the international level of full gospel. I was on the international level of full gospel. I had a church in Florida. I have on my phone, I have Bishop Morton's number. I have Lady Morton's number in my phone, and a whole bunch of other preachers in my phone. Bishops that y'all know, I have their numbers in my phone that I could call anytime I want to. That's how high I was. I got in a marriage based. Let me do that person. I made the mistake of not doing what I needed to do, and all I'm trying to do. I know y'all not digging me right now. The only thing I'm trying to do is to save y'all from what I went through. I feel your pain. That ain't me. How dare he say that? We ain't all the same. We ain't all built the same. We're more alike than you know. We're more alike than we want to admit. I literally, my one marriage, I literally said, I can't divorce her. I can't I can't get in this divorce because of what my family might think of me. Because my family looked at me a certain way. And I wasn't supposed to mess up. Got in another marriage. And it was centered around the image of what the church wanted me to look like. Or I felt that, and I've been told, no, you can't do this unless you're married. I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. I know we want people, our desire is that we have people that's going to tickle our ears. And then we want people to make us feel good that what we're doing is okay. I get it. I understand it. It's easy. It's an easier pill to swallow. It's an easier pill to swallow. But if you allow people like me that is jacked up as hell, that done went through something, and want to save you from going through the same thing, while you listening to these people out here that pretend that they know everything and been through everything, most of the time I don't teach from the stuff that I learned in a book. I teach from things that I've been through and what I know works. Stop allowing people to come up and tickle your ear and think that you're growing. I don't care if it's from the church or anywhere else. I don't care if the church is tickling your ear and you feel good when you leave the church. The church should offend you. The word of God should offend you because it should go against stuff that's on the inside. It should be attacking ugly stuff on the inside of you and telling you need to get rid of that. But if you feel good and you feel like everything is right every time you get off of these motivational things and these online preaching and all of this other stuff, and you just feel, yeah, I'm perfect, then baby, you ain't been in no wash machine. You just been sitting in some stale water. In order for a clothes to get clean, it has to go through the process in the wash machine called agitation. I'm willing to lose people out of my life. so that later on down the line, they can sit back and say, oh, I remember when he said this. And it may be a seed now. It may be a seed now. But later on in life, it'll come back and give a harvest to them. Relationship is the hardest and most delicate thing you can ever go through, especially love relationship. Your family relationship, that's a you're born into a family. You don't have a choice on if you have a brother or a sister, they're your brother or your sister whether you like it or not. You can go over there in the corner and never speak to that person again, and they're still gonna be your brother. They're still gonna be your sister. But this love stuff and these friendships and these work relationships, that stuff there, you're gonna have to deal with. That's why, let me help y'all out. I feel that I need to say this. That's why we get in marriages and pretend that we're still dating. Let me help y'all out. What I just said, because a lot of that just flew over your head. We get into marriages and think that we're still dating. Watch this. When you're dating, you get in a dating situation. After you get in this dating situation, you just, your eyes you just fairy tale. And then you realize, no, that ain't him. That ain't her. What do? You break off with him. You don't try to fix it. He did something that you didn't like. She did something that you didn't like. And instead of trying to work through it, you break it off. And then you do it again. 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 So now, when you get married, you finally get somebody that is willing to put up with a lot of your foolishness, not all of your foolishness. Or you put up with a lot of their foolishness, not all of their foolishness. Or you're willing to overlook something, and now y'all married. And now they do something that offends you. What do you do? What do we do? What do Americans do? That's why we have the highest, especially in the church. Especially in the church. The church has that one of the high, between the church and military, has some of the highest divorce rates. Because in my mind, I'm still dating. Instead of working, I didn't work through it when I was dating. Why should I work through it while I'm married? I don't know how to, because I didn't do it when I was dating. And if you marry the person that you work through stuff with while you was dating, when you get married and you deal with something or a certain thing come up, you already learned how to go through it. You already know how to battle through it. Because you trained yourselves. You and him or him and her, y'all trained yourself how to do it. Because when y'all did it when you was dating. And see, we're too busy looking for social media approval. I know y'all don't like me today. We're so busy trying to get the approval of social media. Oh, if you dating, you're supposed to have that on social media. You got to have that on social media. No, the hell you don't. I said that if I ever get married again, or let me put it this way. When I get married again, I'm not concerned of who's at my wedding or not. Because I'm not, I've gotten to a place at this. The people at your wedding are supposed to be people who are going to support you, undergird you, and help you through difficult times. When you are going through because difficult times will show up. When you go through those difficult times, none of those people are there. None of those people are there. And a lot of times, some of those people are the ones that instigating the stuff. Look, I got 10 minutes. Here's my conversation with you all. And this, you don't have to take my advice. First of all, you're not paying me, so I know I rubbed a lot of people wrong. I already know people's how dare he say this, how dare he say this. It is what it is. If it doesn't apply to you, then it doesn't apply to you. That's what I said at the beginning. If it doesn't apply to you, it doesn't apply to you. The only people that I want to talk to and the only people that I want to help are those that want to listen to the entire conversation. The beginning of my conversation was based on getting you agitated. The beginning of all of this was to get you to a place that you at least you feel the pain or you feel offended. But if we learn to listen for a minute, if you learn to listen, I remember reading the book Malcolm X. And I was reading the book Malcolm X, and I was in a good part. There was the part, well, that wasn't a good part. That was actually the bad part, the worst part of the book, where he had got arrested and how they was treating him and all this other stuff and how people turned on da-da-da-da-da. And I was in the Navy at the time. In the Navy at the time. And I got interrupted in reading this book. And it was at a certain spot in the book. And because I didn't finish the book, I was walking around mad at every white person on my ship. I'm being honest. I was walking around and looking at white people like, I can't believe you. Like they was the one in the book. But then I was able to read the rest of the story. I was able to read the part where even the Nation of Islam mishandled him. And then he realized that there are some blonde-haired, blue-eyed Muslims out there. And he learned that it was about a relationship rather than a color of skin. But I had to read the rest of the book. If I didn't read the rest of the book, I would have been stuck where I was. I would have been stuck right there where I was. Here's my conversation with those that are listening. Is everything that we do in life is gonna be right? Are we gonna do everything perfect? Are we going to make all the right decisions? No. But like I tell my sons, don't make the same mistakes I made. At least learn from the mistakes that I've done. At least listen to me. Now, if you want to go and do that same thing over and over again, go ahead and do it. Because I don't tell grown people what to do. In my conversation, and I hope I didn't offend people where I said, and y'all felt that I was telling y'all got to do this. I ain't doing the 3 F's with y'all. I ain't feeding you, financing you, or well, you know what the other word is. So I'm not the one. You have to make your own decisions. But if I burn my hand on the stove, and I come and say, look, that stove is on and it's hot. I just burned my hand on it. I don't expect you to go over there and touch the stove because I just told you it was hot. I just told you it was hot. That's all I'm here for. That's all I'm here for. I only want to do one thing, and that's to help people not make the same mistakes that I've made. I made some bad decisions. I made some bad choices in my life. But now I found out that there's a better way. There's a better way of doing this thing. I understand that, we're living in a different time, in a different space, and we got to have this, and we want this, and we want people to see this. I get it. My whole platform is built on image. My podcast, my social media sites, when I'm a professional actor, professional model, all of that other stuff, my image is based on perception. My prayer and my desire is this. My prayer and my desire is this. Is that we become more effective with our presence. Our existence. At a certain age, I wanted to get on some other stuff tonight. I really did want to get on some other stuff because I wanted to talk about how, some of the folks out there shaking their tail and don't need to be shaking their tails, and how people think, a lot of women out there think that guys are looking or trying to be in a relationship because of how beautiful you are. No, because once you stop looking beautiful, that guy's gonna. I wanted to talk about all of that, but I didn't get a chance. I didn't get a chance to. Build the foundation so you won't have to change your relationship status 4 or 5 times a year. Indeed. I ain't doing no overtime. Nah, I'm not doing no overtime. I ain't doing no. Cause y'all got me. I'm in my feelings now. Y'all brought me back to reality. I will do this. I'll give y'all a few minutes. I'll give you a few minutes to ask question. I got who is this over here? Trigger? Triggs?
What? Triggs 2580. What's happening?
What's going on, man? What you got to say with me, bro?
Shit, I'm just chilling. I just thought I'd tap in and say what's up.
Not much, man. We've been talking about relationships and things like that and how to protect yourself from social media stuff.
One thing I cannot do is give anybody no relationship advice. All I gotta say is don't do it.
Look, hey, bro.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Pull out and always have a side chick. That's it. That's what you're getting from Triggs.
Hey, I see you. I see you, Doc. And honestly, I thank you for his him being up front. I'm gonna holler at you later, big dog. And see, here's the reality of all of that. Here's the reality, and I'm glad he tuned in and said what he said. In reality, that's where people are. That's where we are. We have, and I was there. I said I ain't never getting in no relationship again. I used to say that. And that's what he said. Don't get in a relationship. It's too much work. Because he was trained. He wasn't taught that, look, there is a way. You have to do it a certain way. I'm gonna give a few more people who else got something to say, and I'm out of here. I'll stay on here longer if y'all got something to say. If y'all ask questions, I'll stay on here. If you ain't got questions, I'm out. That's where he is at, as long as he's delivering a message to those he's dealing with. Indeed. Heck, at one point I was telling people, ain't no need to get in no relationship. I was literally telling people that. Don't get in no relationship. Get in a relationship for what? All right, that was the end. That's 8:05. I started at 7:05. So look, I appreciate y'all. Where am I? Yep, right at an hour. Right at an hour. Look, I appreciate y'all hanging out with me today. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, I have Coffee and Conversation. It's only 30 minutes. My morning show is only 30 minutes. Coffee and Conversation, it is a motivational. We try to encourage you and give you the right words to get your day and your week started. So join me tomorrow. The best way to check me out is on lifeafterthecollar.com. Lifeafterthecollar.com. Or if you have the app or the podcast, if you're part of the podcast platform called Spreaker, 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 Spreaker. That's what I'm launching off of here. Check me out on there, Life After the Collar. Holla at your boy. It's all good. It's definitely all gravy. I'll see you all next, what's today? Wednesday? Yeah, next week. I'll see you all next week. And we will we'll chat then. All right? Until next week, holla at your boy. It's all good. It's all gravy. I'll see y'all later.
J-Mad is not your everyday lunch partner. He's all the way raw.
How are you going to say Black Lives Matter when the only reason you come out is when cops kill us and we don't come out when we kill ourselves? That's crazy, man.
He's all the way real.
The truth? You can't even handle the truth.
And most of all, he has his priorities right.
I want the Falcons and the Hawks to be my pallbearers at my funeral. That way they can let me down just one last time.
J-Mad gives it to you big.
Yeah, you need that real talk. Well, J-Mad, he got you right here doing God's work, bringing life after the collar. Hey, radio show, and he's doing it big. You just can't ignore J-Mad, bringing you the word. Just holla at your boy. Hey, life after the collar with J-Mad.